Have you ever wondered what a drummer keeps inside of their gig bag? Today I'm unpacking everything I bring to play with other musicians or just to record with some mates. From the essentials to the stuff that saved me more than once. So let's see what's inside. Alright then, let's build this bag up starting with the cymbals. So obviously the type of cymbals you have is really going to depend on the type of music you want to play. For me, I'm really into like the sort of funky, sort of jazzy music, so I usually go with lighter and more sort of dark cymbals. So for me, I've gone with some really old Zildjian small stamps from the 50s. Super light. We've got the top ones 494 grams, bottom ones 832 grams. So we can stick those in. A lot of the best bags will have a separate compartment that you can store hi-hats in compared to the other cymbals. So for me, it looks like this. So I can stick my top one in there. This just keeps your cymbals from rubbing on each other and sort of getting scratched and that sort of thing, which ideally you don't want to happen. So it's really good if your cymbal bag comes with one of those, so chuck those in. For me, I've actually kept this cymbal here, which is the first ride cymbal that came in my original Pearl Roadshow kit, just because I'll show you when I can put the other item that I've got later on it. It sounds very different to every other thing. It sounds quite tinny. It's very nice for sort of faster jazz sort of thing. Smack that on the top. Finally, we've got the big boy. We've got the Zildjian Istanbul. We've got special edition Jazz Ride, 22 inches. Very dark, very rich sort of cymbal, and definitely sort of my crown jewel cymbal that I've got at the moment. We're looking to get more in the future though, and that one just about fits in to this bag, which is designed to take up to, I think, a 22-inch cymbal, which is what that one is. So yeah, we've got our bass set with our cymbals. Okay, next up we've got our playing equipment, and that's going to consist of things I use to hit the drums, basically, sort of in the name. So we're going to start off with some sticks. For me, I like 7As, so these are some Vic Firth ones. Pretty chipped up at the moment, so you want to have a couple of pairs, and that's why I'd always recommend bringing a backup pair of sticks. These aren't 7As, but these are the only ones I could find at the moment. A little bit thicker, a little bit less used, so if you break one of your sticks, you're not screwed basically, especially if you're gigging. So those do have a special pocket, but it's the back. I'll put a clip of where they go. And then also for me, I play a lot of jazz, so brushes for me are almost a bit of an essential. These ones are also Vic Firth brushes. That being said, all the equipment is in the comments if you want to check it out. Yeah, these are nice and light, I like I really like the rubber grip ones, but that's just personal preference. But for me, I would love to have a pair of mallets as well, but I don't at the moment, and a pair of the sort of straw brushes, and I'll put a picture of them on the screen. But yeah, to me, those are what I need to play the kit. If you're enjoying the video, do make sure to drop a like and stick around to the end, because I've got a couple of extra bits that you might not have thought about. Alrighty, so next up we've got some miscellaneous things, and I'm going to start off with a little bit of protection that you should always have on you ideally, and we're going to go with some earplugs. For me, I really like foam earplugs. I don't know, I just don't get on very well with some of the other ones, but you just squeeze them, fold them up, put them in your ear, they expand. Really strong earplugs, so they don't let in a whole lot of noise, which some people don't like, but for me, that's good. I've got drum keys. You're definitely going to need some of these, because sometimes the kits that you play on aren't going to be your kit. For example, this is mine, it's tuned how I like, but I might need drum kits to take the drums up or take the drums down, depending on where they are. So I've got your standard one and your sort of wrench one, which are really nice as well. So next up, we've got some essentials that a lot of people don't think about. You might think that the kit will have felts for your cymbals, but a lot of the time they won't. So we've got normal felts like this, we've got the small ones, and we've got the clamps the stands to put the cymbal on, and the clamps to screw the tops on. So that's to protect your cymbals from getting the keyholes that you really just don't want, especially if you bought expensive cymbals. Okay, to finish off, we've got some extras that you might not have thought you would need if you're going along to play with other people. So first off, some headphones. Mine are absolutely battered, as you can see. That thing's disconnected, that thing's taped on, absolutely battered. But you might need them to just check out a song while other people are playing that you haven't encountered before. And yeah, I think I would just really recommend it. The thing I've been using recently, this is actually a plug that I've taken, a chain that I've taken off a plug. What you do is, I don't have my cymbals to hand, they're in here actually. I can get one out. You feed it through the hole like that, and then when you play the cymbal, you get more fizz, if that makes sense. So it can make really dry cymbals a little bit more fizzy. And yeah, just a good thing to have on hand depending on the style of music. Finally, practice pad. Your bandmate is going to love you if you warm up on this instead of your actual kit when they're trying to tune their guitars and pianos and stuff like that. So yeah, a couple more things to think about. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to try and show you how I pack my bag, and I've got sort of one thing that I put in every single slot. So in the front I put my sort of miscellaneous stuff, so I've got my keys, I've got my chain, and I've got my earplugs, all the small miscellaneous stuff. In the front of here, I would put splash cymbals if I had any, but I actually don't at the moment, so I'm currently using that for pad, plus sort of felts and that sort of thing. And then middle slot I showed you earlier, we've got the cymbal, main, like the secondary cymbal at the front, then we've got our hi-hats in the middle in the little pouch, and then we've got the main 22-inch at the back. Then moving over to the back of the thing, we've got obviously the straps, nice and decent, but in here you've got your pouches, sorry, a little bit light there. We've got the sticks, spare set of sticks, and we've got the brushes as well. So yeah, as usual, I'll put the bag in the description. But yeah, you want as many pockets as you can really, especially as long as they're comfortable. So yeah, that's how I pack the bag. Okay, that's that then. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, do drop a sub, like, and comment, and do check out other videos. So yeah, have a good rest of your day.